Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. So in this video I'll be showing you how you can make your own chunky 2 meter long garden fence post such as this one here, just out of some scrap pallet wood. So when I break up pallets I always keep the thick parts, the rails, in storage. They come in handy, the good thick chunky pieces of wood. You can see where the nails were in these ones. And to make it I'm going to use 4 of these thick pieces along with some nails out of the pallets, some sawdust wood glue to fill holes and some screws. As you can see, these ones are 9 centimeters wide and about 3.5 centimeters deep. So together with 2 I should get a nice chunky post, and they measure 100 centimeters long, so doubled up I should get a 2 meter post out of this. So to start off with, I can lay 2 side by side next to each other. And then what I want to do is mark up where the third piece will go in the center. So I'm measuring 50 centimeters from each end, and then I'll draw 2 lines, and that is where the next piece will go, right across that central join. Now I needed to add plenty of glue. Once this is all bonded together, it should be nice and strong. I'm using an exterior grade glue here, wood glue, and I've got a little spatula to help me to spread it all on. These kitchen spatulas are quite useful to glue up large areas. And I also added glue to the other side just to get a really nice bond. Then I could add that piece straight over the top, and that will fit nice and tight, secure that join in the center. Once everything was nicely lined up, I could start drilling pilot holes and getting some screws in. The screws help to pull everything tight, especially with the impact driver. So you can make sure that the 2 pieces are nicely bonded, and then we can add the nails later on for extra strength. You probably don't need to add as many screws and nails that I have here, but it doesn't hurt to add extra ones. I think it just makes it even stronger. And I'm adding them in like a zigzag pattern, just to make sure most areas are covered. Then I added a few clamps just to make sure everything was nice and tight, because this is rough wood and it can be a little bit bowed and twisted. And then I could add some more screws to get a good glue squeeze out. Now for the 2 ends, I just need to offer up the other piece and make a mark, and that will be again 50 centimeters, cutting that piece in half. And then once that was cut on the miter saw, I can add those 2 halves to each end. Again, adding plenty of glue. You can make a post with a lap joint joining 2 pieces together, but this way you don't need to do any joinery. I have a video on how to make a lap joint for a fence post. I'll leave a link to that video in the description box if you're interested in that. So now these are butted up together. Again, I can drill pilot holes and add screws. And you can imagine if you've got a lot of posts that you need for a project, if you need a lot, they can be very expensive if you need to buy 10, 20 posts. So if you've got a lot of these from pallets, you can save yourself a lot of money here. It does take a bit more time, but it saves you the hassle of going out and getting all the posts and paying for them. And you don't need to use as many screws as I have here. I've got buckets full of ring nails from pallets for free, so they work really well also. So now I've got it clamped up nicely, nice and tight. Again, you don't really need to do this, I just wanted it to be really tight all the way along to get a really good bond with the glue. Now for the ring nails, as you can see, they're not too long, they're not going to go through the other side. And again, I'm just going to add these in like a zigzag pattern. These are ring nails, so they don't really come out once they're in. They're difficult to get out. So that should keep it all together nicely. Now for filling all the holes, I've got some exterior wood glue again here. And I'm using sawdust that I got out of the sander. So nice fine sawdust. And when you mix that with a really good glue, you get a nice strong paste that fills really well. All the screws are countersunk down into the wood to grab it and pull it together, so I can just fill over the top of those and the joins too. Now for a fence post topper, I've made this again out of a scrap of pallet wood, used the router for the edge, and I'm using ring nails to attach it and some wood glue. I have a video on how to make these toppers. I'll leave that video link in the description box as well if you're interested. And these ring nails should hold it on nice and tight, and that will protect the end grain of the post from the rain. Recently I made 6 or 7 of these posts. I'm going to finish it in a green fence stain. I'm going to give it 3 coats in total. So recently I made I think 6 or 7 of these posts, and once you have made 1 or 2 you get faster at it once you get the knack of it, and it doesn't take too long at all. And there's the fence post finished and ready to be used. And we've ended up with the dimensions 9 centimeters wide, 7 centimeters deep, and 2 meters long. Okay, so that's about it then for this video. So there you have it, a nice chunky solid 2 meter long garden fence post ready to be used. I'll be attaching this to a concrete godfather, and hopefully it will be lasting for many years to come. So I need quite a few of these, and if you add it up it comes to a lot of money in the end. If you need say 10 of these posts, that's quite a lot of money. And if you can get access to pallet wood and you've got the tools to do it, then why not make your own? You might have a lot of space, some farmland, and you need to make a lot of posts. So I think this is the way to go if you want to save money. So please let me know your opinions. What do you think about this fence post? Will it stand the test of time? It's glued, screwed and nailed. It feels nice and chunky and solid. It's well protected with the stain, but only time will tell. If you did find this video useful, please remember to like and also consider subscribing for more DIY related videos. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.